Hi everyone, this is Brittany Kenney-Gysin and this is my week 5 video discussion. So our questions this week were, I used to think my digital devices were, and then answer it. So I used to think my digital devices were like a way to help me stay informed in life, to give me a quick information about what's going on in the world or just in life in general with people and friends. I also thought it was a way to help me catch up on other people's lives, like social media. You get to see little glimpses of what's going on in someone's life and then you feel like you're part of it. I also thought that they were like ways that would help me fast track and make my life easier so that I can enjoy more stuff. However, going on to question 2, now that I've begun to consider how digital devices are, I'm starting to see that, yeah, they'll give me glimpses into other people's lives, but I'm missing out on so much more. It's like you sit there and you spend this time, catching up and looking at stuff, but you're not actually engaging with other people. You're not really living fully. And then by the end of the day, you see like how much time you've spent on it, and you're like, goodness gracious, like the whole day just went goodbye. And then the cycle repeats itself. And that's, kind of sad and scary that that's what life has been turning into. Uh, it also seems to be a way that it controls like opinion and what my influences are, even though I have so many more thoughts and opinions in life. I feel like just certain things, these algorithms are, pointing me towards instead of giving me more. Um, so I feel like they're making me miss out on a lot of stuff. Another thing that I realized was before when I needed to talk to somebody at work, and that talk would then turn into like a meaningful conversation or just getting to know more in-depth stuff that had to do with the topic we were going to talk about. I catch myself, sending like an email or a Teams chat. We use that frequently at work, and it's just a quick answer and a quick back and forth. Whereas before, that small interaction that we were going to have that conversation with the person would become so much more, and you'd get more from that. So I just feel like it's slowly but surely taking away so much stuff. Another thing that I've noticed is I used to go grocery shopping and actually go and get those groceries, where now it just becomes so easy to place an order online. And so that, conversation with just the random stranger is just completely gone away. Um, I don't think I would have realized a lot of these things without this class that we're taking. So the last question was, what practical steps can help you pave a way toward alternative futures, and what are some possible changes that you could do to your routine? So at school, we've taken the phones away from students, and it's really been helpful for them. And I think that maybe I need to follow that rule or mindset that we've done with the students. And so I think I'm going to start putting my phone out in the car and just trying to engage in the actual day itself and not having that extra device sitting next to me. For the longest time, I kept telling myself, well, you need your phone. What if there's an emergency? But for so long, we lived without these cell phones and everything was just fine. There's a school phone. My family can call that number if there's something really wrong or they need to get a hold of me. So I think it was just making excuses for myself. I also really want to start doing family dinners again. So instead of us sitting at the TV and having our dinner, I want to go back to setting the table and, making that time for actual, talking about our day and what went on and starting to engage more in our, day-to-day lives, just like the actual connection between all of us. The last thing that I thought that I might try doing is stop doing online grocery shopping. I miss that random weird interactions that you get with a stranger, and I think that it's kind of closed me off to people in a lot more ways. So I think I'm going to start doing the in-person shopping and telling myself that I do have time for this, that it's not a waste of time, it's not an inconvenience, it's something that's good for me. It's good to interact with other people. I hope you guys are having a great week and learning lots from these different readings that I've been doing. I'm taking them in too. I feel like I've gained a lot more insight in myself and in my life. Hope you guys have a great week.